What's going on, guys? Michael Pitts here. So, I'm out here in my temporary shed. It's like 10 o'clock at night. I've been at work all day, but if y'all remember in my last video, I said that the engine cross member is now ready to be sandblasted and powder coated. So, I've already sandblasted, and I went ahead and wiped down all these parts and pieces because I'm going to also powder coat my front shackles for the four-wheel drive conversion and my back shackles and shackle flip mounts while I'm at it. But I've already sandblasted those. I wiped them down with some Eastwood pre-painting cleaner prep stuff. Right now, I'm already out here. I've got all of these parts hanging on a rack in the oven, preheating. I don't think you have to do this to powder coat, but I figured, why not? I've seen recommendations that say it is better if you go ahead and preheat the parts. It'll help the powder adhere to them, and so yeah, that's what I'm doing. And it was a good test to see if I could fit all of those parts in there at once. I'm gonna go ahead and get them up to temp. I've got the oven set to 400 degrees, so this shouldn't be too hard. What I've got here, okay, so I guess this can be kind of a review video as well. I've done a couple parts and pieces just practicing, but I purchased the Eastwood Dual Voltage powder coating system, and it looks like this, guys. And I've been pretty impressed with it so far, so we'll see how it turns out on this. And honestly, I like buying the Eastwood powders because they already come in containers like this, and they have the instructions on them. But this color that I chose for the under the Black Widow C30 rebuild that we're doing, is a Prismatic Powders Deep Red. And prior to applying that, you've got to apply a Prismatic Super Chrome 2 to get the color of red that I'm going for. So we will see how this works out. Yeah, and I am no pro powder coater, guys. If I can do it, any of y'all can do it. And I hope that me doing this video will give y'all the confidence to do this stuff yourself. This shouldn't be too big a deal. And at the end of this video, we will see how this turns out. For sandblasting, I went to Harbor Freight and bought a sandblasting cabinet for like $100-something. It is not that expensive. This was like $100-something, $130, I guess, probably. I chose this one over the Harbor Freight one. No reason in particular. I just kind of thought this one looked better at the end of the day, and I think I got it on sale. So anyway, that's all besides the point, but I will give y'all an opinion of what I think of the gun. Immediate opinion from what I've done with this gun is I actually really like it. So at this point in time, I would recommend it. It's pretty great, especially with that dual voltage. You can apply your first coat at like 15,000 volts, and then if you kick it up to 25,000 for your second coat, it helps the second coat adhere to the metal. So yeah, I would totally recommend it at this moment. I'll let y'all know at the end. But another thing y'all need if you do powder coating is a temperature gun and an oven, of course. I am not baking cakes out here. I'm baking parts. Picked this oven up for like $100 from somebody locally. Oh, and I'm still undecided if I'm gonna do my video on putting up this Harbor Freight shop. I may do it, but I may not. But so far, this thing's working out pretty good. I TIG welded my engine cross members in here, doing some powder coating, and yeah, so it's working out pretty good. I've already got my air compressor over here, and I should be set. I've got oh, by the way, the oven's, generally speaking, is set to 400 for this kind of stuff, and different powders have different cure times, so I'll have to look that up and remember what the cure times on these are, but it's pretty easy. You get your part up to temp, and then once it gets to temp or flows out, you set a timer basically, and once that time expires, you turn off the oven, pull it out, and it cures. So powder coat's pretty awesome stuff, and it's gonna look sweet under that C30 that's blacked out, other than the red and maybe some machine metal stuff. But other than that, it's gonna be gloss black, flat blacks, and so yeah, I hope you guys follow along. Don't forget to go hit that like and subscribe button below, guys. It isn't helping me yet, but the more I grow, the more potential I'll have for it to help me out. So I can make more of these kind of videos for y'all. Go do that. Don't forget to turn on the notifications too, so you'll know when I put a new video out. My goal currently is to hit 500 subscribers by the end of July. I'm going to be pushing it, but maybe I'll make it. I'm already at like 184 or something, so I'm pretty happy about that, especially given that my goal was 100 at the end of January, and here I sit, February 24th, and I've grown another 84 subscribers, so that makes me happy. I've been getting some good compliments from y'all guys down in the comment section. And guys, leave me a comment. I want to know what y'all's feedback is. I want to know if you're liking what you're seeing. If you want to see anything extra or just whatever, So just let me know, and I'll try to respond. I look at every one of y'all's comments, and so far I've responded to everybody. If I get too many, I may not be able to, but I'll try to. I'm about to shoot these and see what temp they're at, and if they're up to temp, we'll go ahead and shoot some of this Super Chrome 2 on. The finished product is done, and I think it looks damn good, guys. It's especially going to look good under that 1986 C30 that we just named the Black Widow, and it is going to look badass underneath that truck, guys. So I cannot wait to see it under there, and I hope y'all guys come and follow along. Don't forget to go hit that subscribe button. And I've got more powder coating to do, but on another day, and I probably won't video it, but we will video putting this underneath the truck. I will say, I would recommend this gun. It is not a professional quality gun, and this is not a perfect powder coating job, probably just because I've never really powder coated before, but it looks good enough for me, and I'm completely happy with it. So I will catch y'all guys next time.